Do you sometimes feel like living your life is just out of your control? Like other people are deciding your life? Maybe they are. In today's show, I'm reviewing 5 choices we can make every day to live a happy and fulfilling life. Come on in. It's time to choose happy. Hey girlfriend, do you want to connect back to yourself and what you really want for your life? Are you finally done with the limiting stories and fear that stands in your way? Is the negative talk so loud that it sabotages you and lowers your self-confidence? Hi, I'm Marie. For the majority of my life, I lived in negativity that was often labeled as depression. My breakthrough happened when I learned the power of choosing happy. This podcast will give you tangible ways to finally ditch the negativity, improve your self-esteem, and take action for what you really want for your life. No more guilt, no more people-pleasing. Let's do this. We are choosing happy. Hello. How are you? I am so happy that you're here and you're listening to the show. It's actually one of the favorite parts of my day is when I'm here recording for you, and I've had a long work day, so I'm doing this in the evening. I'm a bit tired, but being here just inspires me to be here. So here I am. Choosing to live a happy life. That's intentional living. And that's what I love so much about the Choose Happy affirmation cards. Each one of them addresses a healthy habit, giving me positive words to rewrite the negative self-talk that I may be having in that area. I love hearing how you're choosing to use the card deck, how you're randomly picking the cards daily or weekly, or you're reading through each one of them and you're seeing what resonates with you at that point in time. There is no right or wrong way to use the Choose Happy affirmation cards. It's whatever resonates with you. There are several affirmations that I love in the deck. I especially love the first affirmation that appears in the card deck. If you received one by now, you will maybe have remembered it because the design on the first card is completely different than the rest of the deck. And I actually did that on purpose. The design on that first card is balloons. There's just something about balloons that make us happy, right? Like how many events that we attend and there's balloons, cheering up or get well, there's always balloons. So I just thought that was a perfect background to put for this following affirmation. So this is the first affirmation you'll find in the Choose Happy affirmation card deck. It says, I choose to be happy. External events do not decide this. I'll repeat it 2 more times. I choose to be happy. External events do not decide this. 1 more time, and you're welcome to join me. I won't be able to hear you, but you are very welcome to join me. Here we go. I choose to be happy. External events do not decide this. I do. I authored that card to remind me that it is always in my power to choose happy, to choose the next best thing in a situation. And I don't need to have things happen to be able to feel happy. And that's something I want to share with you because oftentimes we'll say, if this happens, I'll be happy. If Y happens, I'll be happy. No, you can be happy without it depending on anything. Being happy is a mindset, and we get to choose that every moment of our day. If I've got you interested in the Choose Happy affirmation card decks, and I hope I have, if you're not quite ready to make the purchase right now, or if you just want to see them before making the purchase, you can find actually a sample pack, a downloadable PDF of 5 affirmation cards on my website. This affirmation that I just shared with you is in it. And there are 2 new affirmations that are actually not in the current card deck. So you could check them out. They're a free downloadable PDF. And it also signs you up for my Become an Insider email list. So just be aware of that, and please be reassured, I do not share your email with anyone. Check it out. And this week, I made a decision. I was inspired by what was happening in the universe. I'm not quite sure. But I actually decided that I am not going to reprint this card deck beyond its current amount that has been printed. And the reason being in that is that many people have been asking me to create a second card deck. So I only have so much time and energy. So I decided that what exists now will be released. I am looking into creating a digital download of it in the future. I have to learn how to do that first. They are beautiful affirmations, the 30 affirmations. They're my original affirmations that I designed, that I authored, to help me through the negativity and the depression. So they are very dear to my heart. I am wondering about maybe asking you which ones to keep and bring forward into the second edition. So if you want to participate in that, please send me an email. My link is in the show notes, and I'll share it in the Facebook group too, trying to think about how I'm going to do that, but I'm not quite there yet. Right now, there's still several card decks now to be sold, and so place your order, especially if you want it for Mother's Day, because it does take me time to prep it and get it in the mail for you. So I just want to give you a little bit of like inside information about the Choose Happy Affirmation card deck. When we are feeling empowered with the idea of having choices, we actually show up differently versus when we're being told what to do. I remember when my son was around 2 years old and he started doing breath holding spells. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's where he would hold his breath and pass out for like, it could be a minute, which really freaked us out as parents. He was our first child, so definitely freaked us out. We were told by our family doctor that to help him was to actually give him choices whenever it was possible. By giving him choices, he somehow felt better about the situation, and he actually stopped doing them. We don't know if it's just because of that reason or if it was because he outgrew them. But I'm happy they finished because that was really tough. I'm here to remind you and me that we always have the opportunity to have a choice. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way, especially when we have the victim mindset. We don't think we have any choices ahead of us. I'm hoping today's episode will remind you of 5 different places where you can choose to act differently today, tomorrow, the next week. So let's dig in. So one of the first places where we can choose is we can choose not to sweat the stuff that is out of our control or influence. The COVID pandemic taught me, and maybe I'm sure it taught you a lesson or two, about what was in my control and influence. If I can control or if I do have control or influence over a situation, then I'll pause, take a deep breath, and reconnect with my center. And I recommend that because by us reconnecting to our center, we're approaching the situation in an empowering way instead of as a victim. The second place where we can choose to act differently is choosing to live life fully in each moment. Yesterday is in the past. There's nothing we can do about it. And tomorrow, it's not quite here yet. So by focusing on the present moment, we're actually living our life. So why is it so hard to live in the moment? Why are we constantly planning things or reflecting on what happened yesterday? And when we want to live fully in the moment, there are things we can do. We can listen, we can smell, we can feel. There's just something about connecting with our senses that helps to ground us. My favorite thing to do, and I think I've mentioned it on the show, is to go into nature and actually hug a tree, or feel the grass, or feel the sand at the beach. By grounding ourselves through our senses, it helps us bring us into the present moment so that we can live life fully in our moment that we have right now. Number 3, the third place where we can choose to act differently. We can choose to listen to our gut or our intuition. We are meant to live a happy life. I truly believe that. I truly believe that although I lived a lot of my life feeling that I wasn't worthy of being happy, and maybe you can relate to this, and it had a lot to do with circumstances and limiting beliefs. I don't think in my gut or intuition I believed that I wasn't worthy. It was just the programming or society that was contributing to it. And maybe you're dealing with programming that way as well. I believe our intuition and gut will take us in the right direction, in the choose happy direction, if we truly listen to it. And that's the key. Can you hear your gut, your intuition? What is it telling you to do? Trust it. The fourth place where we can choose to act differently is to choose to limit our time on social media. I know this can be a very dangerous place if you're susceptible to negativity. You know what I mean? Comparing yourself to what you see others have in their life. Remember, most of the time, those people are posting their best stories. It's not complete reality, it's selected reality. If you do want to be on social media, because there are positives, I love connecting with my family and friends through social media platforms. I do try not to get on social media first thing in the morning. And the reason being is that if you are susceptible to negativity that you could see through social media, then that could spiral you into negativity through the day. So maybe check your social media later in the day when you've lived your day and you're not as susceptible to reacting to what you may see on social media. The fifth place where we can choose to act differently is to choose to be your authentic self. Let your beautiful self shine. When we are real, when we are authentic, we show up differently in our life. Living life feels a little easier because we're not being someone we're not naturally. To live a truly happy life, we need to connect back with ourselves and what we want for our life, not what other people want for our life. They don't know. We're the only ones who know what our life is supposed to be. What can that look like for you? What can looking like your authentic self be? It could be the clothes that you choose to wear, the way you wear your hair, style your hair, the way you interact with others. Each new day gives us opportunities to live a happy life. What will you choose today? Yes, there will be challenges that we need to deal with. It's called living life. How we respond to those challenges, that is choosing happy. That makes the difference in how we come out of those challenging situations. So just a summary, the top 5 places where you can choose to act differently today. Number 1, choose to not sweat the stuff that is out of your control or influence. Number 2, choose to live fully in each moment. Number 3, choose to listen to your gut intuition. Number 4, choose to limit your time on social media. And number 5, choose to be your authentic self. Let your beautiful self shine. Just a friendly reminder to place your order for the Choose Happy Affirmation Card Deck if you would like that for Mother's Day. Shipping takes time. So if you want it for Mother's Day, place your order like today. Link is in the show notes and on the website, choosehappywithmarie.com. I hope today's episode has reminded you that you have choices. I know it may not feel that way sometimes, but you do. You've got this. Wishing you a wonderful week, choosing happy. See you over at the Facebook group. Cheers. I hope today's episode empowered you to choose happy as you live your upcoming week. If it did, consider forwarding it to a friend that may benefit from it as well. If you have 30 seconds, please leave a review for the show on your favorite podcast app. It warms my heart to hear the positive impact the show is making in your life. It takes vulnerability and courage for me to show up here every week. I do this because I feel called to share what I learned with others. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. You can purchase your very own Choose Happy affirmation card deck at www.choosehappywithmarie.com. Take good care and see you next week.